Spending 150 euros per capita annually on culture, Saxony invests more than any other German state, and that goes for its ancient monuments too.
The people of the eastern German state of Saxony are said to have a passion for restoration. They are always reawakening splendid old buildings from their beauty sleep. We wanted to see if their reputation is deserved. At Dresden's Lingner Castle beside the Elbe River, there's still a lot to be done. It stood derelict for years. Now it's being restored using private donations.
We have an endless number of architectural monuments and gardens that are worth preserving. They are simply part of people's lives here, and so people are prepared to do their bit towards saving them after so many years of neglect.
Karl August Lingner, the inventor of Odol mouthwash, lived here at the start of the 20th century. Bit by bit, life will return to his old home. In his will, Lingner asked that his castle be open to the entire population. Because the flow of donations is so irregular, work is often halted until more money is available, and so the restoration has already dragged on for years. The final bill will come to around 10 million euros. Even with subsidies from the state, none of this would be possible in Saxony without private support, certainly not here in Meissen, where money is short. The historic City Hall is in the midst of renovation. Workers are restoring a huge Gothic hall. In the 15th century, the people of Meissen built it at their own expense.
The real discovery we made is how committed Meissen's residents have been through the ages, collecting money just like they are today. There is a huge donation drive to get more money to continue work on the City Hall.
Dresden is a prime example of the power of citizen participation. More than half the 180 million euros needed to rebuild the Frauenkirche, or Church of Our Lady, came from private donations. Now the Frauenkirche is Dresden's new landmark. Equally famous is the Green Vault right next door. The treasure chamber of King August the Strong was recently reopened to the public. Destroyed in World War II and neglected in East Germany, its restoration was publicly subsidized after the fall of communism.
The painstaking work created something that I don't think you'll find anywhere else in Europe, namely an 18th century room, where you can experience the way the 18th century thought and felt about collecting.
Restorers rediscover forgotten skills, using photos and rare documents to reconstruct historical objects and processes. For example, how Baroque mirrors were made. If you want to study restoration at the Dresden University for Visual Arts, you need to have a real eye for detail. For aspiring restorers, Saxony is the place to study.
Some great and very famous artists worked in Saxony, and it's always a joy when you find an object like this crucifix in an attic, for example, and then make it accessible to the public again.
The Lemon Squeezer is the nickname of one of the most impressive domed buildings in the city. It's used by Dresden's Art College. The building, which was badly damaged in World War II, was recently restored. Now students can use the rooms for exhibitions, for example. The restorers consciously decided to leave traces of the damage on some of the walls. It was a controversial decision. Some people said it glorified the destruction of war.
Here you can see our philosophy very clearly. We rigorously conserved the blackened areas from the firestorm caused by the bombing. We didn't add anything, only conserved it. You can still feel that there was destruction, and we didn't want to conceal that.
One thing has become clear. Nowhere in Germany are people as passionate as the Saxons about preserving their cultural legacy.